Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu diesem neuen Video. Hello and welcome to this new video. Today, in this lesson, we are going to talk about Steigerungen von Adjektiven. And what this is exactly and why we need it, I'm going to explain in a second. Let's dive into it. Okie dokie. So, Steigerungen von Adjektiven translates into increases of adjectives in English. So adjectives, you know what adjectives are, right? Adjectives are words that you can describe things with, such as beautiful, good, bad, bright, dark, cold, hot. All of these words are used to describe things with, and those we call adjectives in the grammatic language. Okay, so now let's look at these three stages that we have. We have number one, which is the Normalform, basically the normal form of the adjectives. And in this picture, gut is the normal form. So Normalform, gut, which means good. Then we have the second step on the ladder, which is the Komparativ or Vergleichsstufe, basically the comparative step. So the second step of gut is besser, and in English it's better. Okay, and the last step that we have in the increases of adjectives is the Superlativ, also die Hochstufe. So the superlative or the high step, which is this right here, am besten. Am besten. Am besten translates into the best. So basically we have these three steps here. Gut, which is the normal form. Then besser, which is the comparative form, which is used when you compare two things. Which one is better? Besser. And then we have the highest form, which is am besten, the best, and this is called the superlative. Okay, we need these three steps to describe things. So basically you can say, the food is good. Let's say like that. Das Essen ist gut. Gut, it's good, right? But how can you say this food is better than yours or something? Then you can say, das Essen ist besser als deins. The food is better than yours. And then if you want to say, this food is the very best, then you can say, dieses Essen ist am besten. This food is the best. Okay, this is why we need these increases of adjectives. Now, I have a whole list of different adjectives, and this is the normal form, number one, which we just did together. Different color, number one. Then we have the comparative form, number two, and the superlative form, which is number three. Okay, now I want to do all of this together with you, and I'm going to write it down, and I hope that you will learn it along the way. So the first thing I want to tell you is how to make these forms. So if we want to make the comparative form, basically what we need to do is just add er after the adjective. So here you see the normal adjective, which is leicht. Leicht means easy or light, as in something is not heavy, it's light. Okay, so we have leicht, and to make the comparative form, we just add er after the adjective. So leichter. Okay, and then we also have to add als. Als means then. So lighter or easier than. And then you can add whatever you want here. Okay, now if you want to make the superlative form, you add sten at the end of the adjective. Sten. So if the adjective ends with the T, then we have to add an extra E here before the sten. So this way it would be am leichtesten. Am basically just means the, or the most. Here's the lightest or the easiest. Let's go to the next adjective, stark. So one more thing you need to know, a lot, not all, but a lot of adjectives that have either the letters, a lot of adjectives who have the letters A, O, or U in the normal form change into the vowel with the umlaut. So it would become E, Ö, or Ü. Not all of them, but most. So in this case, stark means strong, by the way. Strong. And stark has an A in it. Stark. Now, if we make the comparative form, the A changes into the A with umlaut. So it becomes Ä. Stärk. And then we add ER. Stärker als. Perfect. Stärker als. Stronger than. And then the last step, here we add STN at the end, STEN. And also here, the A mit umlaut, the A with the dots, the A with the dots still stays the same. Perfect. Now let's go to the next one. I'm just going to go through it and talk while doing it. And I'm going to translate the adjective at the beginning so that you know what it is. So groß in German means big. And groß also has an O, which we talk about here. So in the next step, it would become größ, and then we add ER, größer als. Perfect. And the superlative form, am größten. Let's move on to the next adjective. Klein means small. Okay, let's move on to the comparative. Klein, then we add ER, kleiner als, smaller than. And the superlative, am kleinsten, the smallest. Okay, the next adjective is schön, which means beautiful. Okay, next one, schöner als, more beautiful than. And the superlative form is schönsten, the most beautiful. Next one is kalt. Kalt means cold. Okay, now here we have the A, the letter A again. So we need the transition into the A with umlaut. So it would become kälter als. And the superlative, am kältesten. Here it is the same as with leicht. Leicht ended with a T and kalt also ends with a T. So we have to add an extra E here in between. Just as a little reminder. Okay. Warm means warm. And warm, we have another A, so we need the transition. Okay. Wärmer als, warmer than, and am wärmsten, the warmest. Next adjective is schnell, which means fast. Then schneller als. And the superlative, am schnellsten. I'm going to scooch down a little bit. Okay, like this so that you can see everything. Langsam. Now this one does have an A in it, actually two, but this one is actually no transition. So even though it has two A's in it, we are not going to change it into the A with umlaut. It is an exception. So langsam means slow. Langsamer als. And am langsamsten. Now, next one is hell. Hell means like bright, when there's a lot of light. hell, heller als, brighter than, und am hellsten, the brightest. Okay, next one is dunkel. Dunkel means dark. And this one also has a U in it, but an exception, so no change. And this one is a little bit different because it ends with a EL. But when we do the comparative form, we actually switch these two last letters. So it becomes dunkler als, darker than. And the superlative am dunkelsten. There it goes back to normal. Next one is lecker, delicious. Okay, the comparative form would be leckerer als. And the superlative am leckersten. Sehr gut, perfect. Next one is eklig. Eklig means disgusting or gross. Now, the comparative form would be ekliger als, and the superlative am ekligsten. So these sounds here, you might hear different. Eklig, ekliger, then here ekligsten. It sounds like a CH again. The next adjective is lang, and lang means long. Okay, now this one has a vowel again, a, so we use the transition. So it becomes länger als, and am längsten. And the last adjective is kurz, which means short. And this one also has the U, the vowel, so it has a transition. Let's go to the comparative form. So this one would be kürzer als, shorter than, und am kürzesten. So here we have, just with the endings of T of the adjective, we have another E in the middle here. So kürzesten. Perfect. Well done. Now, I have a couple of example sentences right here. Let's read through them together and then we can practice together in the exercises. Okay, let's read together. So, Tom ist leichter als Paul. So, Tom is lighter than Paul. Okay, next one. Ich bin älter als du. I am older than you. Älter als. Next one is, wir sind jünger als ihr. We are younger than you. Next one is, Maria ist am schönsten. Maria is the most beautiful. Am schönsten. Du bist am langsamsten. Am langsamsten is the slowest. So you are the slowest. Next one is, ihr seid am sportlichsten. Sportlich is sporty. So you guys are the most sporty. Sehr, sehr gut. Now let's move on to the exercises. So I put the adjective at the end of the sentence. And I would like you to make sentences here with the comparative form of the adjective and the last three sentences with the superlative of the sentences. So you can either pause the video and write the answers at home, or you can just watch it, or you can screenshot it and just exercise by yourself. But I'm going to do it together with you here. So, ich bin kleiner als meine Schwester. I am smaller than my sister. Perfect. Next sentence. Meine Schwester ist stärker als ich. My sister is stronger than me. Next one is, euer Wecker ist laut. Laut, I don't know if you know this one. Laut means loud. So, euer Wecker ist lauter als unserer. So, your guys' alarm is louder than ours. Perfect. Let's move on to the superlative form in these sentences. So, Lisa ist am schlausten. Schlau means smart. Is another word for smart, but there's a couple of words that mean smart in German. Lisa is the smartest. Next sentence is Mark ist am schnellsten. Mark is the fastest. And the next one is mein Baby ist am süßesten. Perfect. Süß means cute. Okay, now I have a long list of adjectives here that you can practice with. What I would like for you to do with this one, you can either screenshot it again or just watch the video. But what I'm going to do is write down all of the 3 forms for each of those adjectives. So number 1, number 2, and number 3 for all of them. So alt, and then älter, and then am ältesten. Neu, neuer, am neuesten. Lang, länger, am längsten. Kurz, kürzer, am kürzesten. Laut, lauter, am lautesten. Leise, leiser, am leisesten. Dick, dicker, am dicksten. Dünn, dünner, am dünnsten. Fleißig, fleißiger, am fleißigsten. Faul, fauler, am faulsten. Freundlich, freundlicher, am freundlichsten. Unfreundlich, unfreundlicher, that's a long word, am unfreundlichsten. Schwer, schwerer, am schwersten. Leicht, leichter, am leichtesten. Groß, größer, am größten. Klein, kleiner, am kleinsten. Gut, besser, am besten. Schlecht, schlechter, am schlechtesten. heiß, heißer, am heißesten, kalt, kälter, am kältesten, hart, härter, am härtesten, weich, weicher, am weichsten, schnell, schneller, am schnellsten, langsam, langsamer, am langsamsten. Sehr, sehr gut. Super gemacht. Ich hoffe, ihr habt heute etwas gelernt. I hope you learned something today and had fun while doing so. And I hope I'll see you in the next video. Tschüss!